Hello, chillins. Welcome to Storytime with Varden over on the Facebook page. My name is Varden Frias, your host today, and there lots of technical difficulties already. I just got a new setup for my phone over on Instagram, so I'm trying to do this at the same time. So please, again, bear with me. I'm looking for the comments over on Facebook. Got 3 notifications on Facebook, so ooh, all right, cool. Uh, All right. Yeah. So everybody, whoever's in the Facebook group, please just say hi. That's not very beneficial. Okay, you're just gonna see it as part of my face, like it is. So, hello, Mary. Thank you so much for coming in today. I need a better setup. The setup that I have now is just kind of ridiculous. So, um, the Facebook, the Instagram feed is crazy right now. So I'm gonna try and fix that, but and this is of course. So all right. Anyway, yeah, how's everybody doing? Everybody doing good? Hello, Chris Brown. Cool. People saying hi. Cool. My thing shaking, driving me fucking crazy. All right, cool. It's just one of those mornings, I guess. But anyways, we got a couple things that I wanted to talk to today. We're going to be going through this yet again through one of these suits this time because we finished the major arcana. So we'll be doing that today. And we got a special drink that I'm going to be trying for the first time. Hello, over on Instagram. And I'm sorry if I'm butchering your name. And I'm on Toro Pori. Hello, how you doing today? I'm waving at you. Again, over on Instagram, saying hi to everybody today. So eventually I will figure out how to do this less haphazardly. So it's quite crazy. Yeah, nice tarot. I hope that's Chris. People over on Facebook, please follow the link so I can see who's here. It is very important that I know because otherwise I'll have to go and look on the actual comments. Please give StreamYard permission so I can see your name. Unless you don't, that's fine. But oh, hi Teresa, awesome. Haven't seen you in a while. How you doing? Cool. We got some OG Storytime people on here. That's cool. Yeah, my setup is insane right now. That's just, yeah. I have like a little tripod thing for my Instagram thing because, StreamYard doesn't, for whatever reason, doesn't go to, it doesn't go to Instagram, or Instagram is not connected to it. So, hello, Chris, over on Instagram. Oh my God, it's so crazy. All right, Teresa said, I'm good. Been slammed by Slamberry. It's slam. I'm assuming that says busy. Yeah, we missed you too, Teresa. It's been a while. Buried and busy. Screen was frozen. I don't know if it was on my end. Hopefully, yeah. Any technical difficulties, let me know. If the screen freezes or whatever like that, I just need to keep track of that. So Chris says, popping in to say, hey, on the floor working. Hey, Chris, over there on Instagram. Nice to see you. Yeah, it's I need to do it to where I'm not doing the SpongeBob looking into different directions at the same time. So it'll be fine. It'll be fine. But anyway, that's what we're going over today, the Jack-o'-lantern tarot. And I was talking earlier about a crazy drink that I randomly found that I feel is very good for the spooky season. So this is Splash Fizz. I didn't even plan on purchasing this thing. It literally showed up because I shop online now on Walmart, and it just showed up. Just a little advertisement. I have no idea what this tastes like. I've never seen it before, so this is the first time for me. It's going to be probably very crazy. So I'm kind of excited. I kept it in my fridge for several days without drinking it. So here we go. So the flavor is blood orange, which I think is great for spooky season right there. Blood orange flavor. I'm not gonna lie, it reminds me of what is it called? That was funny. If you guys didn't see, it made the it was very pressurized, I could tell. All right. Okay, in my spooky cup. We're gonna try this. We are gonna do adventurous things today. So show you guys. Hey Chris, have you ever seen this? Because I have never seen it, but it was on the Walmart page. Anthony, hello. How's it going? We got all the OGs back. Awesome. Yeah, it does sound fizzy. It the whole thing popped when I released it, so I'm just like, it seems pretty pressurized. So trying to make sure this is my whole setup could, like, oh man, my Wi-Fi. Okay, I got a sign that there is like something wrong with the Wi-Fi. Y'all let me know if there's any kind of technical stuff. Chris says, I see it every day at work. Okay, so I don't know if you've tasted this, but let's see what it tastes like. If it has to live up to its name. So okay. It's different. It tastes a little bit like an orange Jolly Rancher, which is like really good, but it's a special kind of sweetness. This is supposed to be sugar-free, by the way. So okay. I kind of like it. Nice. I was not expecting that kind of flavor. Anthony back with the pants man. Hello, the Jerry Sieberts. Hello. Over on Instagram. Hello. I just tried this Splash Fizz. Randomly saw it, and I decided to drink it because it is blood orange flavor, and it's it's actually, yeah, Teresa. If you like Jolly Ranchers, it has that Jolly Rancher taste. I like it. It's actually pretty good. So, got it at Walmart. I was gonna do my Coke because I'm kind of obsessed with the coffee Coke, but I don't want to do that on the streams. I prefer to do the little guy stuff, the weird stuff that not so many people hear about. So, all right, Chris. I'll see you next time. Thank you so much for popping in. All right. So now, for those of you who don't know, I just got this Jack-o'-lantern tarot deck. It is new. I've never used it before or anything. So if you like tarot, stick around. We're going to do the Suit of Cups today because that is the first suit of the minor arcana that is in this deck. They decided to go in that direction, which is very interesting. I've had decks where they start with different suits. It's not always like the Deviant Moon Tarot deck, which is the one that I did last time. Before this deck, it started with swords. This one is cups. So, all right. So we got King of Cups. For those of you on Instagram, I'm trying to do it for both y'all, but it's a little. We shall learn. So the King of Cups, we got that. They have cool little, very descriptive stuff going on here, which I like. So they call the cups chalices, but they have cups on the cards. Like it's chalices in here, but it's cups in here. So I'm like, interesting. Whoop. We find that because this is brand new. Chalices. See, they say chalices for cups. Oh, thank you. Also, thank you, Teresa, and also thank you, Mary. I saw your comment about my shirt. Thank you. I got this from Shein. It was like $8. I love it though. It's really great. I like the see-through. What is it called? That's not mesh, is it? Is that like mesh? It's kind of like the whatever it is. I really like this shirt. It's also really comfortable. I got it in a larger size, so that might be why. Okay, King of Chalices is at the end of this thing, But yeah, yeah, that's what I was thinking too. Mesh. So, all right. So King of Chalices. These are shorter than the ones in the. I'm sorry. I'm like. Okay. Just to make sure. There's only 2 pages per each one, so that's nice. So King of Chalice is a person. It says King of Cups, but they say chalices. I don't know why they do that. A person who pours forth emotion and love from the heart to all seeds, all plants, all those in need of his bounty, the King of Love. So that's a very nice interpretation of this card. I also just like the vultures on there. Vultures to me are one of my favorite birds. So, we are going to put that aside. So very cool. I like that. We got the Queen of Cups or Chalices. Yeah, I was thinking that too. Chalice being a medieval cup. Yeah, but like I don't know why it doesn't have it on both. Like it has cups on here, but it has chalice in the book. So I don't know. That'd be cool if it had chalice on the card too. That would make it more uniform. So all right, it's going backwards too. So Queen of Chalices or Cups, a person who carries and transport water to the areas where it is needed most, intuitively, so that none might thirst in the realms of emotion and feeling. The Queen of Love and Intuition. And that's a really cool owl, like the chair that she has. I like that. This is a really cool deck. I'm torn between the 2 decks that I have now, because both of them are just really great artwork, great things to say, great interpretations of the cards. They're great. So now we have the Knight of Chalices. I'm just going to keep on saying Chalices because it sounds cooler. So the Knight of Chalices, a person on a quest for water who seeks to find his emotional healing and balance, filling his cup deeply so that bounty might one day be shared with his fallow fields. Interesting. The Knight of Love on a quest for a soulmate. So I'm getting a pattern that all of these cups have to do with love in some way or another, which is awesome. You got spooky love going on here. I like that. But this drink's kind of addicting, not gonna lie. mm. Skull Cloud. You're right. That is very cool. I like that. I didn't even notice that. That is so cool. Yeah, thanks for pointing it out. Awesome. You'll notice that like there's the clouds take on different forms too in these cards from the ones that I've seen. I went through the whole deck a couple weeks ago. Now we're just breaking it down one by one, kind of what I did with the last one. So also there is a skull in here. This one is Page of Cups, and you got the fish in the cup. And it's interesting because my last deck also had a fish coming out of a cup. So that must be a kind of a universal thing for Page of Cups. The fish. So the Page of Chalices. The one who carries a cup that is bone dry, seeking to find just the right pool to dip his receptacle into, on uncertain footing, still searching, still just but a child in this big business of love. The page of emotional immaturity in the heart's cry. Interesting. So yeah, you see the fish. No one's on this right now. And also the pages. There's been the last one, the Deviant Moon deck also had someone stepping on stuff, where you see he's like stepping on the like stepping stones, but in this case they are pumpkins and stepping over the water, kind of like stepping from one realm into the other. Kind of, I get that vibe from this one. Pretty cool. All right, now we get into the numbers, and I gotta start on the other page. It's kind of going backwards from what I'm like intuitively used to. Usually, it starts with a king, and then it goes all the way down to the ace. But this is like king backwards, and then it goes to ace. It's totally new for me. So ace of chalices. You got the pumpkin chalice right there. That's cool. So follow your heart in this new endeavor of emotion. Listen to your intuition. Feel all the feelings. So you gotta feel the feelings. And also right there, you can see that the cloud. Oh, is that a witch? It looks like a witch. I'm not sure. Maybe it's just maybe it's a crone, but it could be a witch. And then you got a pumpkin cloud right here. Pumpkin cloud, witch cloud, and a skull cloud, and a mountain. So, yeah, lots of cool symbolism in these. Yeah, it definitely is. I like the artwork in this one. It's different from what I'm used to because this is more bright and cheery and optimistic. And then my Deviant Moon tarot deck was very it was more gritty. The Deviant Moon. This one's more like bright and happy fall colors. It's nice. The other one had like I liked those colors, but most people I feel like would not like those colors because they're kind of like I don't know how to describe those colors, but they're like the browns and like the muted golds and stuff like that. But this is very bright and cheery. So this is Two of Cups. Two chalices. Is the glass full or half empty? Find your center and be as whimsical or as frightening as you need to be. May the balance be served. And you got a death cloud in the back, the skull cloud, and then you got a lion with bat wings. So yeah, that's different. Yeah. I don't know what that lion with the lion with the wings means, but oh, you don't like bright and happy. Yeah, the Deviant Moon deck. It depends on what you need, I guess, because a Deviant Moon deck, like as you've seen, is kind of like that. Like I don't know what word to use to describe it, but it's like it's dark, but it's also like it's kind of dreary, and it's kind of like you've seen that deck. It's like muddy, like murky, like that. Those are the words that come to my mind when I'm using that other deck. But this one is just like it's all happy. So this one is 3 of chalices. We got the we got a lot going on in this one actually. There's the you can see the owls up in the tree, and then the 3 chalices. 3 chalices, dance a bewitching dance of friendship and everything that goes along with it. Remember to honor your emotions and lift your heart high, that wisdom might fill your cup in this strange and new territory. Yeah, it's definitely different from the other deck. It's kind of grim. It's more of like I tell it like it is kind of a deck. This one's more. It doesn't give as much information with this deck as the other one. The other one's a lot more specific, I feel like, as well. This one's kind of like has a very positive interpretation of things. Notice how there's no reversed interpretations of any of these cards. I don't know if you've noticed that, but there is no reverse interpretation of any of these cards. The last deck had reverse interpretations, like kind of like the opposite side of the card, kind of like the shadow side of the card. That's usually what the reverse is. This one doesn't have any of that. I feel like this one's just very. So what I'm getting from chalices is from fulfillment. Yeah, fulfillment and love and emotions. The cups are usually cup is a water, like it's in relation to water, so it's emotions, intuition, relationships, just stuff like that. Love, things like that. Just like very heart center things. Also things like dealing with other people and stuff like that. That's what I get from chalices as well, and also fulfillment. So this is 4 of chalices. I like that tree in the back. That's just a really cool tree. I like that. The tree and the vulture. Exactly. Water is vital. Water is like it said with the Naya chalices, kind of like seeking out that water because like it's seeking out like the emotional needs and stuff like that as well. So 4 of cups, chalices. Be mindful of what will work for you at this time and what doesn't. Know your limit and trust your intuition. So this again, bringing back the water relating to intuition, stuff like that. That's really cool. I like the skeleton hand offering the person another cup, which is, oh, okay. Know your limit. Maybe they're offering too much. And the person says, hey, I can only take 3 cups. I can't take 4 right now. Yeah, I like the skeleton hand too. Yeah, that's really cool. I like the skeleton hand. I like the tree. It's very cool. I need to get a stand for my yeah, pardon me if this is jiggling a little bit, but okay, we got 5 of cups. A new perspective could be helpful as you work through an emotional shift. Get creative. Now, in the other one, it talked about homelessness. It talked about being like, no, never mind. I'm thinking of pentacles. Never mind. Um, I know that I haven't been doing the cups as much recently with the other deck. I've been doing more pentacles and swords because those are the issues that are most. So the swords have to do with problem solving, and the pentacles have to do with material, like practical stuff. You know, like money, money management, just practical things, just like earthly material things. Which are like those 2 areas are very like they're more difficult for me. So I've been working more with those in recent times. So like the cups I haven't been looking into as much. So this is pretty interesting. Get a nice refresher and a new perspective as well. 6 of chalices. Let your guard down and allow your emotions to flow freely and openly like a child. A happy and joyful time at balance. Open your heart. So yeah, this one with the last deck had to do with nostalgia and past memories. So that like I'm trying to link these 2 decks together to be like, okay, this is like see the universal like thread between these decks. So I'm not sure. Is that person wearing a bat hat? Because that's actually pretty cool. Just a bat hat. That is very cool. 6 of cups, y'all. All right, very cool. We're blowing through this deck pretty quickly. I didn't know we'd go through it so fast. So 7 of chalices. Again, the person with the giant hands. I don't understand the giant hands. Also looks like a pig. Huh. Oh, okay. I see it. I see it now. Yeah, it kind of does look like a pig. It's got the pig snout. Yeah, it kind of looks a little bit like what are they called? You know those show pigs, the really furry ones. It kind of looks like that. So this is 7 of chalices. This has a bunch going on. I want to know what those big hands are all about. So beware of emotional whiplash as indecision and uncertainty leave you grasping to make the right choice. Open yourself to a wide array of possibilities. This story has just begun, so this person has a lot of choices. I don't know, usually choices are pretty good, depending on what the alternatives are, but yeah, the pig snout and the eyes, yeah, it had like the pig eyes. Maybe it was like a this world might have like hybrid animals, so maybe it was like a pig bat thing. Because I've seen like hybrid animals before in this deck, so that'd be like a pig bat hybrid. That'd be so cool. That is really cool. Trying to get back in the mode of speaking for an hour. Okay, so 8 of chalices. I like the hats in this. It gets really creative with the hats. Got the pumpkin for a hat. So 8 of chalices. Leave behind what no longer serves you. Press onward, pilgrim. May your steps be swift as you make your journey and find a new heart. Move. So move along. That's actually really good to have in the cup suit because it has to do with emotions and letting stuff go. It's pretty cool. Oh, this one's pretty cool. I like this. Again, all of the hats are just so cool. Like the gourd-shaped hats. So 9 of chalices is cackle into the night. All right. For you have found your place and your heart. Your joy is boundless and your heart is light. Splendid. This one kind of sounds like a fortune cookie, just a little bit. So, yeah, some of these have kind of more fortune cookie vibes, and that's not necessarily a bad thing. Like I feel like if you need some positivity in your life, then those are pretty good. Yeah. 10 of Cups. We are at the end. The heavens have smiled upon you and your household. Happy family, happy life. The time has come to find rest and feel at peace in a stable and uplifting, loving situation. Rejoice. So yeah, this sounds like it's a good situation. Like things have come up, and life's good. The 10 of Chalices, life is good. All right, so that is it for the Chalices suit in the Jack-o'-lantern tarot. I'm going to move that to the back so we can do Pentacles next week. So it's only 12:30 over here. So yeah, if y'all have questions, any updates that you'll want to, I know it's been a while since a lot of you have been on here, so that's awesome. Great to have people back. Great to have the OGs back as well. Justin. Is Justin on here? If Justin is on, please say hello. Please comment. Please ask questions. Y'all know I love that engagement. It's been kind of crazy these past few months. Again, I always go into my little hidey hole on specific, whatchamacallits, social media platforms. I've been mostly active on TikTok recently, but again, the engagement that I get over there is very different from the engagement that I get on Facebook. Things move very quickly over there, and people that I talk to for 2 weeks, I don't see them again, like ever, which is really weird. So like the people that I talk to on Facebook or on Instagram, it's usually a little longer. Instagram, I'm still figuring out. The most growth I'm seeing is from TikTok because it's pretty, like, once you get the hang of it, at least in my case, it's pretty simple. You just got to post a lot on there. You just got to make a lot of videos to get the engagement that you need. So I'm trying. My goal, my next milestone is to get 1,000 followers on TikTok so I can go live on TikTok and also just grow in there a little bit more. My goals have shifted because I'm starting to notice that it would be better for me at least to have people that are like, that keep coming back to watch my, like, to, what's the word, partake in my free content, for lack of a better word, than people to go out and buy it. I feel kind of bad asking for people to buy stuff from me right now. That's why I haven't been like posting as much about like buy my books or buy my buttons or stuff like that. I mean, I do post about that like once a week, but it's like significantly less. Um, I mean, yes, it is amazing if people buy my stuff, but I feel like with these harsh economic times, I feel kind of bad. So, again, just I want like people to like I want people to keep coming back. I want to keep that audience. I lost audience members through like my stuff that happened before story time. You know, my personal life got in the way. Things happen, but things are on the up and up now. Things are getting better. I'm better at like again. I go up and down with being actually engaged on social media. So there's always that time where I just need, I'm like a bear in some respects, and that I have to hibernate for a little bit because it gets a little too much, and I'm sensitive to those things for whatever reason. So I just have to, not be on social media for a little bit, and then I get back on, do my thing, and the cycle is that's how it goes for me. So I mean, it feels kind of bad sometimes, but I just gotta take that time for myself, and then I come back. So Facebook got pretty bad for me for a while. Not gonna lie. It's just a very intense place, and I noticed that when I came back, it's still pretty intense. But I fixed things up with my page, my feed, and I went through some stuff to make sure that I'm always seeing like friends posts and posts that I actually want to see. But for some reason this morning, and it's a little tangent, I saw someone that I didn't recognize the name, but apparently they posted on this like Christian page, and I'm just like, I don't interact with this person a lot. I don't. Why are you sharing that me, Facebook? Why are you doing this? There is nothing correlated to me with the whole with what they were doing, and I was just like, why are you doing this? Uh, yeah, Facebook is I only go on here basically to do lives, interact with y'all because I like y'all. The handful of people that I still like on Facebook. Yeah, just go back, slink into my little hole after a while. So, but yeah, it's good to be back. Good to be doing live streams regularly now. It's been a while since I've actually done them like on a regular basis. So it's really nice. I'm going to have to change the time for my Instagram people because this whole situation with doing them at the same time, it does save time, but I'm looking at my like Instagram thing and I'm seeing the top of the screen is showing the white. You guys on Facebook, y'all can't see it, but it's like there's a top like white part that's my wall instead of this cool thing that I have. So yeah, I gotta fix that. Gotta do it at different times, make sure it looks professional. So, but yeah, another update. I know I talked about it last week, but I did get published. Finally, it's been so long. Last time I got something actually published, not by Amazon, was back in 2019, pre-pandemic years. Um, I just got a bizarro short story published by Bewildering Stories. It's pretty nice. But after that, my confidence just kind of went up, and I was just like, you know what? Why not go after the places that pay? Go after the places like that are more like in your area of expert, like that are like the bizarro places that pay, basically. So I decided, why not? Why not take this wave of optimism and just go with it and see where it takes me? Just submit to places, stop being afraid of being rejected because rejections are good. It means you tried, right? So I'm setting my sights high. I got a couple places lined up that I want to submit to in the near future. I have a short story novella type thing that I'm writing right now. It's kind of like I want to call it mall soft vaporwave. Chris would enjoy this. He's not on, but um, just something like that. Some more bizarro stuff. That's kind of my thing right now. It's what I'm doing. So I'm excited about that. I do want to see my one of my short stories inside a very popular magazine. So I'm going after Planet Bizarro, the Dark Magazine, places like that. Just places that'll take my work, pretty much. And also, I feel like this time around it forces me to actually like really pay attention to what I'm writing and researching. Just be a better writer. I'm leveling up in the world. So very exciting stuff happening. Let's see what else. What else am I doing? Um, I will think about that while I'm taking a drink. Does anybody have any questions? I know there's nobody on Instagram right now. Instagram engagement is a hit or miss for me. I'm still figuring it out. I'm not frozen, am I? Just to make sure, could someone comment, make sure I'm not frozen? I feel like sometimes I freeze up. Oh, let's see. Are you okay with maps? Like drawing maps, like making maps? I love maps. Okay, cool. Thank you so much, Mary. Yeah, I'm just like, did I freeze up? No one's commenting. Um, okay, that is an excellent question, Anthony. So I would love to draw my own maps because I have a couple of world building things, and I have drawn my own maps in the past before. But for whatever reason, it's just they're not easy for me to draw. So I want to get better at that because maps are really fun for me, and I have a lot of like world building stuff that I would like to physically see. So that'd be pretty cool. What's a map that I made recently? I made a map for the Caldera's Vice universe. I've made I don't know, actually, Anthony, you might know this app, what it's called. It's like a map making app. It's more for like um high fantasy um type world building. It's kind of more about like it's got like orc dwelling places, it's got castles and citadels and stuff like that. So it's more for like traditional fantasy. But I used it because it helped me visualize, which is really nice. I was able to make like little cities, and then like, oh god, what's it called? I have a feeling that you would know this. Incarnate, yes, Incarnate. That's the one. I tried Incarnate, but I think I'm not good enough. Oh, it's kind of difficult to use a little bit. I had trouble doing it. And it also like I want to draw while I'm doing like I want to use my hands and draw while I'm doing it. So that kind of made it trickier for me. But Incarnate was pretty good. Let's see, what's another one that I map building apps are like helpful for me in that area because I like to like it's difficult for me to draw angular stuff. So like for me, drawing like a city grid or anything like that, which I really would like to do, especially for the Caldera Vice, because like both of those settings are in cities. So in order to like visualize, like I can visualize it pretty well, but having like a city and actual like, okay, this building's here, this building's on this side of town, stuff like that. I like that a lot. Um, I haven't used Incarnate in a long time. I'm gonna be honest, because like I don't know, I just like it was too like it wasn't the type of fantasy that I vibe with. So like I felt like okay, like I don't want like an orc citadel because that's not really my thing. Like a demon citadel would be great. But, hello, where are all these people? I want to see these people. Drop in and say hello. There is who is the other person? There's Mark, and then there was Justin. So y'all say hi. I don't bite. Y'all, people in the comments can say how nice I am. But yeah, maps are. I love maps. Actually, funny story. I took a cartography class back when I was in back in my first second college that I was in. But basically, we learned how to draw like the most basic forms of map making. Because it was actually, no, it was not a cartography course. It was like a cartography section in a GPS course or something like that. I forget what the class is called, but we did that and we made maps, which is really cool. What did I have for the map for? I made a map for Calder's Vice. I made a map for English Luster. I would like to make a map for the whole entire universe for that because it's actually pretty expansive. It's like an alternative United States, which I wanted to do because there's like, I don't know if I'm going to have the time for this, but I did have stories where there's like swamp slash bayou, kind of like 1920s, that kind of stuff with like, but they weren't demons, they're like catfish people. So like I wanted to do that as well, but like I don't even know if I'm gonna have the time for that with all these other stuff that I want to do. If I can get the basic outline done, I could plug in the details myself. Yeah, the basics are kind of, it's, maps are weirdly difficult. Like they look really simple, but there's a lot that goes into map making. Like if you want to do it like really well, because like you got to get a grid so that you can have like the longitudinal lines and latitudinal lines if you like, if you want to get it like really into it. My cartography nerd is coming out, but yeah, Incarnate is pretty good. I just wish they had more options on Incarnate, right? So like more for like the not the avatars, but like the symbols and stuff. I just kind of wish that they had like other stuff besides the stuff that they have, because they've improved over the years. They've added stuff, but it's all very still much like, it looks like a D&D campaign, which no shades of that, but it's just not really my thing. And it's kind of limited to that kind of vibe, and it's just like, it's a little like off-putting for my kind of stuff. So I need to do world building drawing. Yeah, and also my mortgage stuff too. That would be cool if I could make a map for that. Again, I drew a map by hand, but it's like a big blob, like an amorphous blob, and then you got a dot for like a city, and then like a scribbly line for like a forest and stuff. That's how I draw maps by hand, because those kind of things are kind of like difficult for me to do. I can practice at it though. Yeah, maps are fun though. That's all my drawings. Yeah, when I make the maps, it's just, it's not like the art that I normally make, because like the art that I make, their faces. I start with the eye in pretty much every single like art that I've ever made. I always start with the eyes, and then I work my way around the eyes. I mean, if I have something planned, I start with the circle for the face, but more often than not, if I'm randomly drawing something, it's always the eyes. So every time I do something, it's like, it's the personality that I'm drawing, or like I'm trying to draw, as opposed to a map, which is a place, which is like, for some reason, that's a little bit more difficult for me. So I like drawing maps, so I like maps. All right, let's see. We talked about my upcoming publications, and my face on Instagram this whole time has just been a white, scary looking thing because the shadowing is so bad. I'm really happy at that, at least on the Facebook one, that it's doing okay. So that's good. Oh yeah, Grim, he's doing pretty good. Yeah, I got him a box actually. I got him a box. There's a I situated a cardboard box, which he loves cardboard boxes like any cat does. I situated it on like a higher place, and I put a little blanket there, and that is his favorite spot. Like he sleeps up there now. That's his new favorite spot. All right, Anthony, thank you so much for coming in. Thank you so much for the question. That was an awesome question. You have a great day. I did not look at the camera. Oh man, working on the phone, I don't have to look at people's faces, so I keep on forgetting to look at the camera like I'm supposed to. So if I look like I'm looking everywhere but the camera, it's because of that. So, oh my God, speaking of which, that job will be coming to an end. Well, at least this assignment will be coming to an end on Wednesday, and I can more than likely I'll probably have some more free time to work on my stuff. I got a month and a half before I go down to Salem, Massachusetts after that. So that'd be cool. Got to make preparations for that. Also got to get a babysitter for Rem and stuff like that. So it's pretty exciting. So that'll be October 25th to August, November 8th. So I'm going to be in Salem, Massachusetts. I'm going to be in Providence, Rhode Island. I'm going to be in Woonsocket, Rhode Island with Chris. It's going to be great. Yeah, also in Boston for a little bit too. Yeah, it's been a long time since I've set foot in good old Boston, so it's going to be nice to see how it's changed. So, I'm last time I went out there, I didn't really eat too much as far as going out to eat. I was more like wandering around, kind of aimlessly looking at stuff. It was fun, but I didn't have much of a plan. That is going to be so cool. You'll have a blast. I will. I am so excited. Chris and I got a place right in Salem, which we had no idea was going to be available this late in the game, but we got that place down in a nice neighborhood. And it is walking distance from all the cool places. I'm excited. Only 20 minutes of walking. It's so awesome. I'm really excited about that because, like, the last time I was there, it was crowded like crazy, but it was like the nice kind of crowds, like everyone's in costume, everyone's having fun, everyone's having a great time. It is like the most amazing like Halloweeny experience I've ever had. So this person on Instagram, hello, Gabriel, how you doing today? The stream's almost over. I got 10 minutes, but thank you for coming in. So. Just randomly talking about my author stuff and going to Salem, Massachusetts in, I believe I forgot the date, October 25th. That's when I'm going. So, yeah, it's going to be cool. If anybody on my Instagram is going to be there or on my Facebook, I know some people in the Church of Soundism group. If you all see this on the off chance, yeah, let me know if y'all are in the area. I'll bug you. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it, though. It's going to be a lot of fun. So randomly go out on the streets, trick-or-treating, 30 years old. So the last time I went there, I went to a Halloween bash party, which was in the Hawthorne Hotel, which was very cool because apparently the top floor of that place is haunted. And I went around the top floor where they were. I went to the like a mezzanine level to get some like beer, and then I went up to the top floor. It's pretty cool. I did not see anything, but hey, hopefully this year I'll see something. Yeah, definitely. I also got to see if those Wicker people are still there. The Wicker Ouija planchettes. That's what I saw last time. I'm obsessed with those things. I don't know why. So every time I think of Salem, I think of those like wicker things that are like 30 feet tall and the wicker planchettes. Good Lord. I'm still getting used to the old live streaming. So, all right. So a little bit of housekeeping. I do want to do this every single Sunday as best as possible. For the Instagram people, I'm probably going to move it to a different day because I don't like this setup very much. Because until I find a better way to do this, I'd rather just like do the live streams appropriately where I'm facing the camera like this on Instagram. I guess I could do that now. I got a little thing for my phone to like set it up on top of my on my monitor, my screen for my laptop, and it kind of works and it kind of doesn't. I'm still doing the SpongeBob thing, looking at two different places. I gotta grow eye stalk so I can look at you and I can look at you at the same time. Terrify everybody. Oh man, that'd be funny. All right, I'm pretty excited though. Lots of stuff happening in the near future that's going to be really cool. I might be working a little bit longer. My thing might extend, but that just means more money for me. Honestly, I'm kind of like I've gotten used to the job. It doesn't terrify me as much as it used to. I'm calling into Arizona now, which is Arizona people are pretty interesting. Because I'm talking to them and like they're most of them. I got a person. I called a person and they left. It went to voicemail, like straight to voicemail. And then I'm working, and then I get like a text message that says "ho," HEOHOE, just on it, and I'm just like, all right, just I don't even remember calling you or speaking to you. And then I get some people who are just like super nice. There's this like 60-year-old lady that I was talking to, and she seemed like she was really nice. But at first, she was very upset. She said, "This is not this person. Stop calling me." And I was like, "Oh, I'm sorry. I'm with blah blah blah, and I'm doing blah blah blah." And she was like, "Oh, okay, yeah, I'll help you out." But like at first, like she was just so angry. Like these people keep on calling her, "This is not who I am." So yeah, it's an interesting job, but yeah, there's like it's kind of up in the air if I'll like actually continue working with them after like this campaign is over. The my bosses and my supervisors don't even know what's going on. So like I guess I'll know on Thursday probably. So I'll be around more. Cool. I'm on a hiatus right now. I'm transcribing a novel of 100,000 words. I'm at halfway point, but can't continue until payment one of two is received. So that is what I have been slammed with. God, that's a lot. Transcribing also is like really hard. That's interesting though. Yeah. Yeah, I'll try and be like I'm trying to be more active on all my social handles. I was just getting the hang of TikTok. Um, but now I'm just like I'm getting used to the other things. So I'm like I can go back on Facebook now again. So I don't know what my Facebook is doing right now. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I'm just like I'm mostly here for like to talk to my OGs on Facebook to talk to y'all. I don't know if I'm going to even grow an audience on here. Like literally, I'm here to talk with you folks because you folks are good people. I like y'all. Um, but besides that, Facebook's fucking crazy. So I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to be able to grow my audience too much on Facebook, but you know. Oh, that's good. Yeah. Yeah, that's good. That's good that you like it. So yeah. It's a lot of work, but it's like it's less of a drudgery when you like it. So that's good. So very cool. Yeah, I think that's my new favorite drink now. It tastes like a Jolly Rancher was squeezed and put into liquid form and fizzy. So all right, y'all, we got 5 minutes. I do still want to talk about stuff, but it's like not coming up. But I do know that I have to discuss some stuff. Give me a second; it'll come up eventually. I am kind of like going crazy with Instagram right now, but yeah. Oh, that's what I wanted to talk about. So my book writing is going to take a little bit of a different turn. I'm not going to stop writing my books, but the way that they're going to be distributed to be seen by the various eyes of the public is going to be a little different. I'm going to go back on Wattpad and put my mortgage stuff on Wattpad because I want to grow my audience for that and I want a really solid base for that. And to do that, you kind of have to give it away for free. And the way to give it away for free is either on some sort of reading website, which is what Wattpad is, or you have to give it away for free in exchange for an email. One of those two things. I haven't found too much success with the email, so I'm going to go ahead and go with the Wattpad. They will still be available for purchase if y'all want those things. But it is an option to go onto Wattpad and just read it there. You know, I figure it would be better. It's not that I'm not trying to make money for myself, but I need an audience I need eyes, y'all. I need eyes to actually look at the stuff that I'm writing, so that people who want to buy it, and the more people that buy it will want to like get, how it works. So like, I don't have any eyes on my work right now. That's I need to grow that audience as well. There's the audience that is me just trying to like get people looking at, like, knowing that I exist. And there's the people, like part of those people that want to get my stuff. So that's what I'm trying to do. I'm just trying to make my stuff more accessible to as many people as possible. Because right now I just need to I need to grow my audience back. I kind of lost my traction a few months ago, so like I'm trying to like get that back up. So yeah, that's pretty much what I want to do. So yeah, again, I'm not stopping with the novels that I've promised before with Divinor, which is the last of the Caldeira's Vice, and Boy and the Bolero and stuff like that. All that stuff is going to be available on Wattpad now, also on Amazon and wherever you can get the books. But like the first chapter, at least, of all those things, probably the first book of each series will be free to read. And if more people want them, like, that's what I got to do. That's I got to regrow my audience and make it bigger. So, oh yeah, I love Jolly Ranchers too. Yeah, it is basically Jolly Rancher juice, except it's fizzy, which makes it even better. So I like that. All right, Instagram people, I'm shutting down Instagram right now. So see y'all later on Instagram because there's no one on. Share on Instagram. Got to change the cover, the embarrassing cover. So, 1 minute, y'all. I'm trying to make this cool. All right. While I am awkwardly figuring this out, does anybody have any questions on Facebook? I'll take Facebook questions. Woo. Yeah, it's great to have you back, Teresa, and also have fun with that very large but very fun project that you got going on. All right. I swear this is almost done, y'all. It's almost done. Oh my God, this is really bad. This is so bad. All right, that's how it's going to be. So, all right, Instagram's done. Facebook, y'all. Thanks for the show. Always good to see you, Garden. Always good to see you, Mary. Thank you so much for staying the entire time. I really appreciate it. Thank you for the interaction, all the questions, all of that. Y'all know I appreciate my OGs. So, all right, I think we're good for now. I think everybody's tuning out. So, yeah, same time next week, same bat channel. So, I'm going to end this stream. All right, all right, y'all. Bye bye.